The prince is coming. In the Dendera zodiac, Orion is named Or, the original spelling of Orion being Orion, from the Hebrew root or, light. Orion means coming forth as light. The ancient Akkadian was Ur-Ana, the light of heaven. What a tremendous and appropriate name for the Messiah Jesus, the light of heaven. He himself said, I am the light of the world. John chapter 8 verse 12. Let's look at this amazing constellation.
He is very close to the bull Taurus. There's Taurus's horns right there. Orion is mentioned in Job chapter 9 verse 9, in 38:31, and in Amos chapter 5 verse 8, under the Hebrew name of Kasil, meaning strong one, hero, or giant. In the sword is a beautiful nebula. It's one of these marked here. That's a cloud of gases that are even visible with the naked eye, one of the brightest and most beautiful in the night sky. And that's a wonderful representation of the light that Jesus brought to this world and will renew at his second coming, when the shofar cry will go out from heaven, Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen. Isaiah chapter 60 verse 1, may it be soon. His left foot is on the head of Lepus, the hare, his enemy and our enemy. But there's something very curious and so easy to miss. The hilt of the sword that he carries in his belt is in the form of the head and body of a lamb. Now, why would the ancients have seen such strange detail in the sword, except their anointed imaginations were inspired by promises of conflict, sacrifice, and ultimate victory? The lamb is the eternal symbol of sacrifice. Orion, or Orion, is the Lamb of God that was slain and will return in power and splendor. In his right hand he wields a mighty club, whilst in his left, the token of his victory, there is the head and skin of the roaring lion, Satan himself. The names of the stars confirm the identity of Orion. The brightest, which is in the right shoulder, is Betelgeuse, which means the coming of the branch. You will remember the high significance of the messianic title of the branch. Orion is the Redeemer. The next, in the left foot, is Rigel, the foot that crushes. His foot is raised and in the very act of crushing or bruising the head of the enemy, here represented by Lupus the hare, which we'll deal with in a later video. The enemy will bruise the Messiah's heel, but the enemy will have his head bruised. Orion is the Redeemer. The next star in the left shoulder there is Bellatrix, and this means quickly coming or swiftly destroying. The fourth star is one of those in the belt. It's Al-Nitak. See it right there. And that means the wounded one, reminding us that this glorious figure was once humbled and crushed for those he came to save. By his wounds we are healed. Isaiah 53:5. The star in the right leg is called Siph, which means bruised, the exact word used in Genesis 3:15, another fact connecting this figure to the primitive prophecy in the garden. Now here is a brief list of more star names in Orion. Al-Rai, he who bruises or breaks, and Thabit, treading on. Al-Guza, the branch, Al-Gibor, the mighty, Al-Murzam, the ruler, Al-Najid, the prince, Nifla, the mighty, Nux, the strong, Hekar, coming, and Mesa, coming forth.
We'll conclude with a short passage here from Bullinger's work. Such is the cumulative testimony of Orion's stars, which day after day and night after night show forth this knowledge. That testimony was afterwards written in the book. The Prince of Glory, who was once wounded for the sins of his redeemed, is about to rise up and shine forth for their deliverance. Their redemption draweth nigh, for, and here we got a Bible quote, Isaiah 42:13 following, the Lord shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yea, roar. He shall prevail against his enemies. I have, he says, long time hidden my peace. I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once. From the left foot of Orion flows a river named Eridanus, the river of the judge, and that will be our next port of call.